Joining from Arovella Therapeutics is Michael Baker. Michael, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew. It's nice to see you again.
Good to have you back, Michael. Announced this week here you've acquired the rights to a monoclonal antibody from MD Anderson. Before we talk about it in a bit more detail, tell us a little bit more about MD Anderson.
Yeah, so MD Anderson's a very well-known cancer research institute based in the US, and often really considered as one of the best, if not the best, certainly in the US and globally. So we're delighted to have stumbled upon the technology that was developed at MD Anderson, and certainly very, very pleased that we've entered into a license agreement to bring the DKK1 targeting monoclonal antibody into Arovella.
Well, tell us a bit more about the monoclonal antibody and what specifically it targets.
So what we're doing as a business now at Arovella is we're working on a cell therapy platform, and it's called invariant natural killer T cell therapy. Now, what this is, it's actually a type of our immune cells. And so what we can do with those immune cells is actually supercharge them so that when we give them to a patient, they will actually target a particular form of cancer. And so what we've got from MD Anderson is it's what's called a chimeric antigen receptor, and that's what we use, or we genetically reprogram the iNKT cells with. And the data that we've seen is really, really compelling in that it targets a range of different cancers, multiple myeloma, which is one of the first ones we'll be going after, but even cancers are really big targets like lung cancer, even triple negative breast cancer, pancreatic cancer, for which there are really no great treatments at the moment. So again, we see that there's quite a lot of areas to target with this therapy.
Well, as you say, these are diseases, cancers with a large population potential here.
Absolutely, that's right. And certainly for things like pancreatic cancer, where there's not much out there except for the conventional therapies, the five-year survival rates for those types of cancers are still really poor at, estimated to be 10% or less. And certainly then for things like lung cancer, where the number of patients, it's sort of north of 230,000 patients per year that present with those types of cancers. But as I said, initially, we will be looking to target multiple myeloma, which is a form of blood cancer. Again, for that particular form of cancer, there's no cures per se. And so we're excited to have that as our first target.
Well, you did mention, but tell us a bit more how this fits here with your platform and what the plan is from here. What are the next steps?
Yeah, absolutely. And so the platform, just to remind everybody, it's the iNKT cell therapy platform that we acquired from Imperial College London in the middle of this year. So for that, we're already targeting lymphomas that express or produce something on their surface called CD19. So what this allows us to do now that we've got this new chimeric antigen receptor is we're going to use that with our iNKT cell therapy platform, and that will enable us to target this multiple myeloma as well as potentially those other cancer types. And the work that's been done already is with conventional T cell therapies. So what we're really excited to do is actually combine the chimeric antigen receptor with our iNKT cells. So the first things to do are to essentially confirm that we're happy that the monoclonal antibody, or the CAR, is only targeting the cancerous tissue, but also then to combine it to show that we've got some great activity with our iNKT cells as well.
And would you be looking to do some of this in the new year?
Absolutely. So that will kick off immediately, getting those studies underway with the goal of always progressing this as quickly as possible into clinical trials to get this into the hands of patients.
Good to get some detail from you. Michael, thanks very much.
My pleasure, Andrew. Thank you for having me.